welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Now from inside the red zone. He caught it. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's sacked. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
At the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas State.
Number 22.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing.
Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pen.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He finds his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Got it in the middle, it's Sapp. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go with a direct snap. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. First and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your...
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bobcats. What a catch and run for 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to...
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gonna take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Got his man. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going downfield for the big play. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do that.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Texas State. And the route is on. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's third down.
Direct snap. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas State. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or 2 or 3 ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed him. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to throw it again. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the stomping has... A 1st down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's sacked. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Bobcats are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Bobcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The handoff, keep working on that clock. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jones wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. 6th play of the drive coming up. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's sacked. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Bobcats have moved it inside the 20. Back to the air one more time. Starting to feel a little pressure. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big one.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's still 3rd and goal. Jones to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.